Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Mental Monday. And this is a time to just think through where you are mentally and emotionally and allow yourself to take an inventory of what you are allowing into your thought process and what you are allowing to come into your spirit, into your soul. And yesterday we talked about what we eat and what we put into our body. And I talked about, we have to be into the word daily. And it's almost like a full course meal. You have to have a protein, you have to have a vegetable, you have to have fruits, you have to have, some starch and some carbohydrates. And you have to have something to balance everything out. If you don't have something that balances everything out, then you cannot be mentally on top of where you need to be. So many times we need to stop and think about what it is that we say to ourselves, that we think about ourselves, that we let others say to us, that we let others think about us. We have to start saying to ourselves and letting others know that what they say to us sometimes is very hurtful and that it is tearing down our confidence and our self-worth, and that those things will not be invited or allowed into our space. We have to allow ourselves to get to the point where we stand our ground and we set boundaries and we say there are certain things that we are not going to accept so that we can be mentally prepared for what we have to face on a daily basis. And when we start setting those boundaries, when we start setting those boundaries around ourselves and around our mental capacity and our mental stability, we don't have to feel guilty for setting those boundaries. We can be okay with setting those boundaries. So on this Mental Monday, I want you to think about, what have you allowed into your thought process? What have you allowed into your thinking? What have you allowed into your speech that speaks to your spirit and then denies who you are in Christ? Because when you are not mentally stable, you are denying who you are in Christ and who He has created you to be and the purpose that He has planned for you. So this day, take control of the thoughts, bring them captive, give them to God, put them on the altar of sacrifice and say that I'm no longer going to receive these mental thoughts. I'm no longer going to receive the curses that have been spoken over me. I'm no longer going to receive the curses I've spoken over myself. And I'm going to change and turn around my mental motivation for today. And then tomorrow, get up and do the same thing. Take captive every thought that comes into your mind. When you get to work and your boss may go off on you or a coworker may go off on you, again, go into your mind and think, I know who I am and whose I am, and I don't have to accept this. And do what you need to do to move forward in your job or in anything that you're dealing with, and know that in the midst of it all, you are mentally stable to face whatever it is that you have to face on a daily basis. Have a wonderful day, and remember that if in any instance that you can't handle it, give it to God. My hashtag this year is hold on. I'm going to put Jesus on that. So you can borrow that hashtag. You can put that hashtag on anything that you need. Hold on. I'm going to put Jesus on that. Because we don't have to face anything and everything alone. We can face it with the Father and the Mother God that gives us the strength and the power to do what we need to do on a daily basis. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on tomorrow.